In my second video reflection, we'll be focusing on the practices of looking, and the two films that we'll be focusing on. The first being by Dennis O'Rourke called Cannibal Tours, and the second being by Coco Fusco and Paula Heredia called The Couple in the Cage. So what do I mean when I say practices of looking? Well, like Professor Freeman says, looking is an embodied experience. You use your whole body to view something, not just your eyes. Looking is also subjective, and it's different on a person-to-person basis. In these two films, Cannibal Tours especially, what you are viewing isn't initially what you thought was going to be the subject and the main thought through the films. And we'll see some examples of this coming right up. In the beginning of Cannibal Tours, we see this man being led around by one of the natives and showing him this rock where the cannibalistic rituals happened from a long time ago. This is where we first get to see in the film where the subject seems to shift away from the actual natives of the island and more towards the tourists, which are the true subjects of this film. Here is where it becomes painfully obvious that the subject of this film is in fact these tourists. We have the scene of the tourists enjoying this boat ride with classical music playing in the background, with them sipping on beers and enjoying themselves. The documentary may have seemed to focus on these once upon a time cannibals. The film, in fact, does focus on the tourists more than it does on the natives of this island. Here we have Couple in a Cage, where the directors try to show off these two actors as these native islanders off the coast of Mexico. And they make this big show out of it, and obviously the whole documentary is focused on the people observing these actors trying to be native islanders. The subject is definitely not these two, but the people watching them. There are a lot of mixed reactions from the people in the audience viewing these actors being natives. Some of them straight out try to rationalize it and believe what they're being told, and then there's this man, which I'm glad's in the film, that realizes it's some sort of criticism on how ethnography once upon a time happened. The point is that there's many different reactions and ways of people to view what's happening in front of them, and it's all subjective in an embodied experience.